All right. Hey there, everybody. It's Little Kelly. Today, I'm going to do my first tutorial. As you can tell, I'm a little bit barefaced and I want to do a tutorial on makeup. So the first things that I would like to do is I like to clean my face with a little bit of Oxy. So let's just do that for now. Make sure you get everything off of your face before you're going to apply anything else on your face. So you can just make sure that your skin is nice and clean. And when you're putting on your makeup, it's not going to be masking other makeup that you might have had on the night before if you didn't take it off. A real good rule, take off your makeup, ladies, before you put makeup on the next day. It's not good for the pores. It's not good for the skin, especially when you get older like me. So let me finish doing this and then I'll show you the next steps. So your next step would be always to make sure you put a good lotion on your face. You want a base on your face. You want to make sure that you're still going to take care of the skin that's going to be covered up with a little bit of makeup. So I like to use an oil of Olay. It's really, really good for your skin. So I'm going to apply a little bit. You only need a little bit. Your face isn't that big, so make sure you don't use a whole lot. You want to make sure that your creams and your stuff for your face lasts a little longer. It's a beautiful face. Take care of that face. I'll be right back. All right, now that we have that all, feels so amazing. Now that we have that all rubbed in, what we're going to do now is we're going to pick the makeup that we want to use. I don't like to use a lot of makeup. I don't do any contouring. I don't put on any face makeup because when you get a little bit older, all those little wrinkles, they're going to show. So less is more, ladies. That's what I believe. So I like to use a little bit of CoverGirl bronzing blush. I like to use a little bit of a bronzer. I use natural eye look. I don't wear eyeshadow, but this is for, making those shimmers. I also like to use my New York Big Volume for my eyelashes. And e.l.f. correcting powder. So if you noticed, I don't use any liquid makeup on my face because I don't like to cake my face. If you have freckles are so cute. Show those off. So here we go. Let's start off with a little bit of makeup. How I like to start off with is I like to start with my eyebrows and work my way down and make sure if you are applying face makeup that you're going to apply it all the way down your neck because you're going to end up with that face line. So here, let's start. This is how I like to start. First, I start with my eyebrows. Let's start that. So when you're doing your eyebrows, you always want to follow the shape, the color, and make sure you blend. Blending is amazing. Sorry if I'm talking funny. But blending is truly amazing. Once you get all your makeup on, you need to blend. So there we go. One little eyebrow on fleek. Boop. So now I'm going to do the other. So I'm just about done my eyebrows. Not too bad. So now what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of my e.l.f. correction powder, and it's only a powder. It's got greens and yellows and minerals that are just going to match your face. So you're going to take one of your favorite brushes that you don't use for blush, for eyeshadow, for your bronzers. So you just take a little bit of your e.l.f. so you can see just a little bit, and you're going to run it across your eyebrows. Because you know what? Let's admit it, some of us aren't blessed with the best eyebrows, and some of us have to draw some on. So here we go. I'm just going to set my eyebrows now. And then I take this powder and I put it all over my face. So I don't need to apply any face makeup. So that's done. Next, I like to work on the cat eye. I usually use a dark brown. Some like to use a black, but me, I've got hazel eyes. Go with what you have. If you've got blue eyes, some people like to use blue, but me, I've got the hazel eyes, so I like to use the browns. So I'll show you how to do that. So first what I like to do is you're going to have to pull your eye just a little bit. And then you're just going to pull it, and you're just going to go right along the line of your eye. Just like that. So you'd like it to look a little bit something like this. Now I'm going to do the other eye. So now that both eyes are done, I like to start with my blush. I'd like to put my cheekbones on. I like to put my bronzer on before I do my lips and do my mascara. So I use CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones with a very good brush. Always use a good brush. Now when you're doing your cheekbones, when you're doing your face, you don't need to put a lot on. You just need to know where to put it to make your face, instead of looking so round like it is now, to pop out your cheekbones. So, you're going to get your brush ready. Yes, and do the suck face. Right? And if the brush that you're using isn't working and it's not grabbing enough of the blush, I usually keep two separate brushes. I usually use this one for my brush and this one for my correction powders or for my bronzers. So I'm just going to switch brushes. This brush seems to grab more of the blush. So here we go. Let's add some cheekbones. Now, I know some girls like to just put it on their cheeks, but really we all have high points in our faces where the sun hits. So you want to make sure that you're going to hit those points where the sun and the lights hit to make your face look a little bit more natural. So you're going to want to put a little bit on your cheekbones, a little down your nose, a little on your chin, your eyelids, and your forehead. So now that you're done with these, what you're going to do now is you're going to take your bronzer. Now, if you have a lighter skin, you're going to want a lighter bronzer. If you're darker skinned, you're going to use a darker bronzer. So, put some on your brush. Boom. Just gently go over your face. Bring it into your hairline. You don't want to make it look like you're wearing a mask, ladies, because you know what? Like I always say, less is more, and it doesn't really look like I'm wearing a whole lot of makeup because I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. Men don't like when you wear a lot of makeup. So now that that's set, my tan looks natural with the rest of my body. There's no face marks. You just want to start applying the stuff that's going to make your eyes pop, your lips pop, the best features in your face. You want to make that pop. So, I like to start with my lips before I do my eyelashes. So I use True Fiction. I use a lot of Wet n Wilds. I like the way they pop. So here we go. Now, I know, excuse me, a lot of people don't like to wear red lipstick, and that's fine. Lipstick choice is your choice. Right now it is kind of a popular color. I like it on me because I'm a dark-haired lady. Wear what you think is best. You don't have to wear the makeup that I'm making or YouTubing. And I hope you guys like this YouTube because this is my very first tutorial, so please subscribe. So now what we're going to do is it's mascara time. This is what's going to make your eyes look beautiful. So I always do the top, the bottom. Make sure you have a good mascara so you can bring out the best features in your face. Remember, ladies, less is more. I've only put on bronzer, corrector, no face makeup, some eyeliner, lipstick, and that's it. Especially in the summers, let that skin shine so the sun can bring out all its natural beauty, because you're a natural beauty. So, I'm just about done my eyes. So, oh, look at that. I have eyelashes. So now I have finished with my mascara. And there's one little trick I'm sure most girls like to do. And that is where they use light shades to highlight your eyebrows and the corner eye. So I like to use a little bit of the very light one. I also like to use a little bit of this and this. We all have natural pigmentations in your face, so you want to bring those out so they shine and sparkle just like your pretty little eyes. So you want to put it just in the corners of your eyes. You want to make sure it's blended in. Blend that in nicely. See? So there's a little bit of a shine. See? And blend that all the way around the nose. Remember, no contouring. You don't want to change your face. You want to bring out your natural beauty. I don't know why all these girls are contouring. You guys have such beautiful faces. There's no need to do that. You just want to accentuate the beauty that you already have. So now you're just going to go around your eyebrow. And then you're going to blend that in. Blend, blend, blend. Blending is key. So, I believe that I'm finished. I'll show you a close-up. So I hope you guys like it. And I hope you guys have a great day. Subscribe to my channel. There'll be a lot more. There's going to be pranks. There's going to be contests. So I hope you all subscribe to my channel. I just want you to know that I love you all. Spread love around the world, and love will return to you.